air, water, earth, fire. You've heard the stories of avatars Kyoshi, Roku, Aang, and Korra. But it's time for new stories to be told. In every era, there are those who threaten the balance of the world, and those who seek to maintain it. With danger looming around every corner, what new stories await, and what heroes will rise to the challenge? Hi everyone, welcome back to Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes, Campaign 2, the Oroku era. This is our third session. I am once again joined by my friends, I gotta remember the order, Oz, Morgan, Cass, and Megan. Alright, whose turn? Who volunteered for a recap this time around?
I did.
That's right, alright. You can either go back to our last few sessions to catch up, or you can get a recap right now with our good friend Oz.
Last time on Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes, Season 2, Roku era. Our friends all met, they introduced each other, and after rescuing Bison the Sky Bison from a group of poachers, a large, horrifying ape-like spirit emerged from the woods. Our band of adventurers didn't quite fight it, just kind of corralled it back into the woods. Kenred tried to horse girl movie it. That didn't super work. Zay built some walls. Rorik tried to hide for a little bit, but then joined the effort of corralling the beast back into the forest with the help of... Excuse me.
I don't remember anyone named excuse me. Not at all.
Yeah, it's the background.
Anyway, this has been episode 3 of Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes, Arc 2, Roku campaign. Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to bing the bell for notifications. Take your meds, drink your water. This has been a great session. See you next week on Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes.
All right, well, welcome back to Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes. This is Season 2, Roku era, episode 3.5.
Anyway, so Enya, Rorik, and Zay and Kienren corralled it back into the forest. Kienren dispelled the spirit portal, and the spirit was sent back into the spirit realm. And that's what you miss on the bit that I can't do because Josh will yell at me.
All right, so after dealing with the spirit that came out of the dragon and closing the portal, you're all standing there, and something that Oz forgot, a figure appeared sort of over, not on the horizon sort of deal, but like walking up on the dragon's carcass sort of deal, as if like coming up over a hill, because it is, a dragon. So yeah, now this figure stands in front of you, silhouetted by the sun, so it's so you can't really make out any features. But they're staring at you. Is this your doing?
The dragon?
No, I get not the dragon, but the afterwards part, the cleanup portion of things.
The cleanup?
What did you see after this dragon fell? Why are you all here?
Why do we owe you explanations when you have not yet explained who you are? This feels like an unfair balance of power.
Have any of you seen any sort of weird things happening around this area?
For someone with so many questions, you seem incredibly averse to answering questions.
turns away from turns away from Kenran, focuses only on Rourke and Enya and Zay. Did you see anything strange going on here?
Nope.
Question, Josh.
Yeah.
I don't recognize this person, right?
No.
Cool.
This is not someone you would have interacted with.
Cool.
This is air nomad racism.
Uh.
Well,
Like,
must not be here then. And he turns and starts to leave. You can see, sort of as he leaves, a little bit easier, more features. White hair, going down past shoulders, kind of resting near the middle of his back. He's got the top knot. He's wearing what you approximate to like fire sage type robes. But yeah, he turns and leaves.
That was strange, wasn't it?
Sure was.
Best to forget about it and move on, I think.
I think we should have gotten more information out of that guy.
I attempted to acquiesce information, however, he seemed incredibly averse to answering questions.
But we also weren't answering questions.
Life is a fair exchange, and he was unwilling to exchange.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna go talk to him. Can I follow him, Josh?
Yeah, easy enough. He's an old man moving slowly down a hill. So yeah, does anyone other than Rourke want to go run up and talk to this man?
yeah, I think I want Zay to follow Rourke.
I
Facing this way.
I want to do one of those things where like I pause, I look at Kianran, and then I look back at the old man and Rorik and Zay who are running after said old man, and then look back at Kianran, and then I look back at them, and then I do one of those cartoon like.
All right, the three of you follow Kianran. I assume you just kind of stand there, hanging out with Bison and Kai.
Kenran kind of does a tumbleweed blows by. Perhaps this old man has information that could be useful. And I just go after, much less enthusiastically.
Okay, Rourke and Rourke and Zay, you catch up first to the old man, and then followed by you're in earshot. Enya's in earshot by the time that they get to him, and Kianran's taking their sweet time. Oh wait, no, pronouns of Kianran are she it. Kianran's taking its sweet time. All right. Did you need anything?
Yes, stranger. I would like to know why you're asking all these questions.
Well, you see, I'm one of the fire sages, and we're attempting to keep track of the spiritual goings on of the areas, reporting to Avatar Roku, things like that, you know.
I see. Why?
Do you report to the Avatar?
Yes, in a sense. Whenever he visits the temple, we give him the reports of what goes on. It is sort of our duty as the fire sages.
So you want to know about that spirit thing that we got chased back into the woods?
Oh, so there was a spirit. Yes. Tell me more.
It was big and it was scary,
Mm-hmm.
and we got it to go away so it wouldn't hurt anyone. That's it.
Okay. And how did you close the spirit portal?
good question.
Yes, yeah, I think it is.
Kinran
it-
kind of just slowly backs away.
Was it? Do you, do you know what did you all do? What did
Uh, things happened so quickly. We didn't know how it closed. It just happened.
as do these things. Now, about the spirit, how did you defeat the spirit or anything? How did you stop the
No.
spirit? No, so the spirit could still be rampaging, is what you're saying.
It isn't.
No.
The spirit is placated.
How are you? Are you sure? How do you know?
I have had my fair dealings with spirits. I find that combat is often not the most effective method in communing with them. Sometimes it is unavoidable. However, spirits can be reasoned with, can be communicated with more often than not. And senseless violence does no good to either party.
Yes, well said, well said. Well, if the spirit has been, dealt with, I guess I can, go tell the other sages and we can report it to Avatar Roku. No need for anything else. And he turns away he continues to keep walking off towards, the Fire Sage Temple. Which is
Hold.
fully on a different island, yep.
Sir, is Avatar Roku coming anytime soon?
Oh no! Avatar Roku's currently off dealing with some issues in the Water Tribe, as far as I remember. Either that or he's getting married. When is it?
He's getting married.
That's it. We don't often get visits, and we don't often hear news. I think the last thing was either that there was trouble in the Water Tribe that he was going to deal with, or he was getting married.
Perhaps both are related. In any case, do you have anyone else that you report issues of spiritual importance to?
Oh no, really just the Avatar and this other Fire Sages.
Are you the head of the Five Sages? Or is there perhaps someone?
No, I was almost one the head of the Fire Sages, but then I got outvoted. As you can see, I'm a bit older than the others, and yeah, the Fire Lord wasn't too pleased with an old man like me being in charge of the Fire Sages, especially since then, if I happen
These
to pass
details are of no
away,
importance to me. Who is the head of the Fire Sages?
his name is I gotta remember if there was an actual one that they named or if there was.
Pause for getting into the book.
Book time, it's book time with Josh.
I want that
He
audio
doesn't know
clip.
how to read, doesn't know how to spell. He only just learned to count to 5.
I want specifically.
Go on.
I just want specifically. I want you to finish it. I just want specifically that audio clip played over a little screen on the video where it says "book time."
Book time with Josh.
Don't let the sage leave. I have questions.
I stopped the sage.
Yeah,
I was rude to him, but I did stop
Let's go with. Okay, so it doesn't say they're the head of the Fire Sage, but it's the only named one. So, yes, Kaja is currently the head of the Fire Sages.
that way.
He looks around, looks for the sun. Yes, yeah, the Fire Sage Temple is that way.
Excellent, thank you. Going with Bison.
Did anyone else
Like,
have anything to
flying
do
off?
with this guy?
Walking.
Okay.
It's on a fully different island. Like you're on like the mainish island. It's on a fully different island.
Kianren will cross that bridge when they get there.
That was weird.
They're weird. It's weird.
Anyway, do we have? I want to do like one of
Yeah.
those like.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
No, I was gonna do something funny. One of
Okay.
those like dumb little huddles of like, excuse me 1 minute, huddle. Is there anything else that we need from this guy? I've never
Yeah.
seen a fire sage in my life. Well, actually, that's a lie. I would assume that's a lie. From my background that I will not insert here.
Okay. Rorik is confused because if I remember from last time, he was the only one who thought Kianren was the Avatar.
Yes, Kianren is the only one, or Rorik is the one who thought Kianren is the Avatar because of the glowing tattoos and scars and such.
So found out Roku's getting married.
The scars that they have not seen yet, by the way, just little bits.
Bless you.
So he's processing, but he wants to ask the guy what's going on in the Water Tribe.
Oh, just some political turmoil stuff. I think Roku's old waterbending master is helping him out, I believe. I think that's what's going on right now. Yeah, there's some sort of this person wants to do this thing, this person wants to do it. Yeah, I know, that old kind of thing. He's just sort of trying to help sort it out.
Great. Thank you.
Of course, anytime. And he continues to walk.
Good day.
Should we?
Let's go after. Let's follow Kianren. I have questions.
Don't worry about Kianren. Kianren's fine. Don't worry. There's nothing interesting about Kianren.
So I'm gonna go. You guys can figure out what you're doing. Actually, I think we should all stick together. How about we all go follow?
Okay.
Perhaps.
Okay.
I think we've gotten to know each other. I think we can trust each other. Let's just stick to let's go.
We sure have exchanged names.
We sure have fought in spirit
I had a
together.
whole little monster thing. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm a little worried about it.
Don't worry about it.
All right, so you all follow Kianren as they fly off on bison. How are you following Kianren if Kianren's flying off on bison?
Oh, Kianren's not flying.
No,
Kianren's
Oh, right, you're
walking
walking. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right. You're
Kianren's
walking. That's right.
walking.
Okay.
We have to like speed walk, Olympic speed walk to catch up to them.
Kianren's not that tall. Their legs aren't that long.
As you're walking, you head. I have to remember exactly where the fire sage was. All right, but yeah, as you're walking, it night day cycle happens. A little montage of that. In also as you go about it. So yeah, you head essentially south, walking along the path. You see, fire ferrets and turtle ducks and a bunch of other wildlife running around. You see a few dragons flying overhead. Every once in a while, you hear some Fire Nation citizens talking about like going dragon hunting or like whether or not they agree with it. Different things about Fire Lord Sozin and Princess. Where did it go? It was Princess Zaysan. The And then as you get more into like villages areas, you hear more things related to like air nomads, and you can see a handful walking around doing like missionary stuff. But eventually make it to the full south of the main island, and you are hit by just ocean and ocean. You don't see it'd be far off. You can't really see where the Fire Sage Island is, but you can guess that it's down that way. You'd have to cross the ocean and in some way to get to it.
Boy, howdy! If only we had some way to fly.
Oz, remind me, how big is Bison?
Bison's a little bit runty,
Yeah,
but
so
Bison would be big enough to, little runtier than Appa, but definitely an adult.
okay.
Remind me when Bisons reach maturity.
Well, it's got to be within a handful of years, because if you remember in Korra, there's like a 2-year gap between when they free those baby bisons and then those baby bisons are full-grown bisons.
Yeah, so definitely a full adult.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, does everyone want to
Smaller
hop?
than Appa, but you know.
Yeah. I think everyone can fit on Bison then pretty easily.
Yeah, probably.
All right. You all get on Bison and start to fly off for a bit. Hearing different birds sounds, you see giant fish in the water, stuff like that. And eventually you get to an island. It's a small island. You can see a Fire Sage temple, the temple on it. And getting off of like a little boat ship is that same old man, and slowly walking up to the temple.
I would like to land Bison at the foot of the temple.
All right, you land Bison and get off. You see two like young Fire Sage sort of. They don't seem to be full Fire Sages. They seem to be like those acolyte type of deals. Look so really surprised. I'm like, hello.
Hello.
Can we help you?
I'm here to search for the head Fire Sage.
Search for the head Fire Sage. And do you have like a letter or like an appointment of some sort?
Is he here?
Is he here? I don't know. That's not my job. My job is just to stand here. Okay, but like, don't you have the schedule of things? No, I thought that was what you had. No, hold on.
Shinran is walking up the stairs to the temple.
Oh, wait there. Hold on. And this is trying to run after you. You see standing, literally coming out of the temple, is someone with like the Fire Sage gear, but you can see that they're wearing sort of like a ceremonial headpiece, which would mark like the head of the Fire Sage.
Hello, are you head of the Fire Sages?
Yes. To whom am I speaking?
Excellent, we should discuss inside. I continue walking toward the temple, assuming he will follow.
I have business to attend to, but
I'm here to talk of spirits.
All right. All good. Turns around, follows. Oh, it greets the three of you, Rorik, Zay, and Enya. Oh, would you like anything? Do you three need anything? Would you like to discuss anything?
We're with them, I guess.
And yeah, as you say that, and as the Kaja is looking at you, you can sort of see like a little bit of recognition in their eyes. Like, all right. And then just continues to walk up.
No, okay, no. I'm just gonna bury myself in whatever, try to like turtle myself into my shirt, trying to hide. Like, no, you don't know me.
You get inside of the fire temple. They lead you to sort of like a big chamber room with a long table, and sort of looks like a place where they would like discuss different things of the day and all that stuff. Now, what did you want to discuss with me?
I hear you are, aside from the Avatar, the one to speak to about spiritual matters.
I guess yes. Any of the fire sages would do, but yes, you can speak to me if you'd like.
Based on those that you have guarding the front steps of the temple, I feel a need to search for in the least unkind way I can, better.
Well, that was incredibly unkind, but they're also not full fire sages. They're currently still learning.
I understand that everyone is on their own path, but I require results instead of journey.
I see. And what is the journey that you are on right now?
I require knowledge of prophecies,
Ah, prophecy.
visions granted by spirits.
Interesting. And what are the three of you? Turns.
Is there like a column to hide behind right now?
There are chairs.
I'm gonna try to attempt to hide behind a chair.
I'm gonna sit down. Wait, are they sitting? What are we doing? Are we standing?
I think Kaja is definitely sitting. Kienren, are you sitting or are you standing?
If he's sitting, I'm sitting.
Okay. So yeah, he's sitting.
Is there a chair next to Cameron?
Yeah, there's definitely like it's sort of like he's sitting on one side of the table and the rest of the chairs and you're all on like the Last Supper 7 chairs situation on the other side of the table.
Okay, I'm gonna sit right next to Cameron.
All right.
And I'm gonna be like you know, with the like leaning back with like the leg on the knee and like
Kenren is making note that you didn't respect the one urinal apart rule.
yeah.
Zay's gonna go sit next to Rorik.
On the other side. All right.
Yeah.
And then Enya's hiding behind a chair.
I'm gonna like do one of those like I'm gonna sit as far away as I can without being too obvious, and then as the conversation's going slowly, start to sink underneath the table as much as I possibly can.
Wonderful. Okay. So yeah, Kaja sitting on one side. You're all sitting on the other. So yeah, what sort of journey are the three of you all on? Two of you all on.
Two.
Thinking under the table.
Oh no, you are sinking under the table.
I don't want to
Just a
be
little guy.
perceived.
I am here. I'm here for support of this great human next to me. Pats Kienren on the back.
Kenren is so stiff at your touch.
Ah, yes. Sometimes the best journeys we can make for ourselves are journeys we make for others. Yes, yes.
Yeah, that sounds smart.
And what about you? Turns to Zay.
Same. Here support. Also to learn more.
Ah, yes, a journey of wisdom. Ah, many sages go on those as well. Now, let's. You were talking about prophecy, yes? Wanted
Yes.
to know. Well, I can tell you many about that. But first, and you see he rings like a little bell, and some other like fire sages come in, and there's like some acolytes as well, and they're carrying like bowls of. The fire sages all sit down on the same side as Kaja, and
Sure.
the acolytes all bring like bowls of food, goblets, things to drink, and all that stuff. Basically, sets out a dinner spread and goes, "You must be very hungry from your journeys." The three of you. Well, I thought there were four of you. But yes, the three of you must be very tired from your journey here. It's very hard to get to this temple, so you all must be very hungry. First, we should
Can
eat.
I pick Enya up by the scruff and set her right in the chair?
You would have to get out of your chair and then walk a ways and then do that.
Sorry, I forgot how far Enya was sat.
Yeah.
Oh, please do it. Please do it.
Okay, we're going.
Yeah. It's if you would all like to eat some food, where are you? Okay.
Cameron just says if you would all like to up, walk, pick you up by the scruff,
Yes.
set you in the chair, dust the shoulder, walk back, sit down, beat.
Yes. Sometimes we must force others onto journeys that they themselves do not want to take. There's no right or wrong path in the journeys that we take on this planet and this lifetime. Now, please, enjoy some food, and we will get to your prophecies once we have all been properly nourished.
Thank you.
And everyone begins eating. You see the fire sages are sort of talking amongst themselves about the different things that have happened through the day, acolytes being stupid, different village people that they've helped, reporting and things like that. And you, in front of you is a lot of Fire Nation related food. It's like fire flakes. There's a lot of meat. There's not a lot of fruit, but there's mostly like meat, things that are like candied. Yeah, it's a nice feast that they've got prepared.
Sure.
I want to grab a handful of meat and try to pretend like try to get it to Kai, who I'm assuming is in my pocket right now.
Yeah.
And just stuff the meat in my pocket.
As you do that, you see the fire sage sitting in front of you, looks at you. You know, we're all fire benders here. You don't have to hide your little dragon.
Dragon? What do you mean by dragon? There's no dragon.
You see he takes like a specific thing of meat, uses his firebending to sort of char it up a bit more, and then throws it in the air, and Kai shoots out of your pocket to grab it.
You had one job. One job.
And they'll just go back
Was
to...
your dragon supposed to be covert? Kenren is genuinely asking. This is not a snide remark. Kenren is genuinely asking if your dragon was meant to be covert.
Oh, I thought you were talking to somebody else. Yeah. As you can see, dragons aren't necessarily welcome in most of these parts.
I see.
Bah! Dragons were here before us. Of course they would be welcome here. It's this Firelord Sozin's idea to hunt them down. Yes, but he's doing it to promote, the joy of being a fireman, and also last week I was tending to my sheep and a dragon took my favorite one away, and so I share no I harbor no ill will to anyone who goes about hunting them for their own personal gain. And you see that this is a very dissenting opinion amongst the fire sages. They all just sort of look at the one who said the thing about the sheep, like, what? Back to dinner.
If I'm hearing you correctly, senseless hunting of one of nature's most majestic creatures is a part of Fire Nation culture?
Not not traditionally. No, this is a newer thing that Firelord Sozin has proposed to prove that the fire you as a fire to prove your mastery as a firebender.
Your mastery as a firebender is dependent on you going out and slaying the firebending masters
Well,
that
yes,
came before.
yes, the original. It would be as if you had a air bending battle against an air bison and bested the air bison in combat. It'd be that kind of thing.
But why?
Ask Firelord Sozin. We don't. We've other than yeah, most of us have been outspoken opponents of it, but he is the Fire Lord, and we do not get involved.
Is it not the Fire Lord's duty to serve his people?
Oh, it is, and he is, in fact, in his own way, I guess, serving the people.
By ignoring your wishes and going out and causing an extinction event.
Well, we are a small voice amongst many. And who says this is an extinction event?
Well, it seems that hunting for sport can only lead to the extinction of the species.
Yes, but remember have you ever heard of the lion turtles that once roamed the world?
Naturally.
They too have slowly gone extinct. Is that not the natural order of things?
Very no. Incredibly no.
Ah. Well,
Yes, some species adapt in ways where they change and manifest to meet their environment and grow into it. However, human involvement being responsible for the extinction of a species is not the same as natural selection.
yes, that we can agree. And what do you suggest we do to uh, stymie the Fire Lord's efforts?
If the voice of dissent is loud enough, it cannot be ignored.
Hmm.
Surely there are others that share the opinion that dragons are an essential part of Fire Nation culture and should not be hunted for the mere sport, for the mere bragging rights of claiming a dragon's hide.
Mm-hmm. And you see, Kaja turns slightly to go to look towards Enya. Yes, you would think that there'd be more dissent amongst, but no. There's only a few voices that dissent amongst these opinions.
I try to
You see,
debating whether or not to hide or not.
you see next to Kaja, there's like not an older woman, but sort of like older middle age, looking at Zay. Your clothes look familiar. Do I know you? Zay.
No.
It's where do you come from? Might I ask?
The orphanage.
Oh, the orphan. Oh, the Star Terra orphanage.
Yes, yes.
Ah, yes. Ambassador Naru and I were good friends when I was younger. How is the ambassador?
Wonderful. In great health.
Ah, good.
Still racing to the top.
Ah, yes, yes. I did plan on going to visit the orphanage at some time, at some point. It is nice to see that there are still good. The orphanage is still doing good for the children.
Absolutely. We hope to have it help many more.
Good, good, good. And go back. Everyone goes back to eating. Uh, Eventually, feast dies down. A lot of the fire sages get up, go back to their studies or to sleep, stuff like that.
Can I pull Head Fire Sage aside privately for a second?
Sure. As I'm trying to think of how to do this because you'd both be sitting in like the center of the table, across from each other. Um,
Can I across from each other?
yeah, you're like across from each other, but you're like in the dead center of the table.
Great. I take my staff and I poke him in the shin. Gently.
Um. Yes. Yes. What can I help you with, young airbender?
I would request a word in private.
Of course. Without your friends?
I will disclose this with them later.
I see. Yes. Follow me. And he gets up. You see gestures for you to follow him. Leaves down. Leaves the room. Goes down the hallway for a little bit. He finds like another door. Opens it up. It's a little like study. Closes it when you enter. Now, what is it that you wanted to discuss with me?
I unwrap the bandage of my arm,
Mm-hmm.
and you see veins and veins of pinks scarring like lightning bolts, going all the way from a burn mark in my usually covered palm, all the way up to the chest where my little tunic covers. Then lift up my little midriff and say, "What do you know of the wolf spirit?" And you see on my stomach is again the same sort of lightning like scars in the shape of a wolf, like the face of a wolf.
Ah, you've been touched by the spirits, I see. The wolf spirit. That's not one that's often around these parts. But it has been known to travel every once in a while. The
Do you know
wolf's
what the wolf is a sign of? Perhaps a message they might be trying to send me?
message. I don't know what message they could be sending. I do know that the wolf spirit is able to travel across the world farther than the North and South Poles once the full moon is up. It goes from the north to the south. Then during the next full moon, it makes its journey back to the north, south. So it travels amongst the whole world once the full moon is up.
Do you know if it is headed north or south right now?
I would say currently it's on its way back north. Of course, the wolf spirit hasn't stopped by here on its way yet. I would say that it would be passing by soon if it is.
I see.
Probably not tonight. And you see he goes over in the study and finds like a book. Yes, it looks like in a few weeks there will be a full moon out in which the wolf spirit will finish its journey headed to the north. So it should
I
be
see.
passing by in just a week or so.
Thank you. And you said you have no knowledge of what possible visions it could bring, what they could symbolize?
Not no. I haven't spent much time studying those kinds of things. You might want to speak to KO. He might know more.
Where would I
Uh,
find KO?
well, just a few earlier today actually, we sent KO out to investigate a spirit that appeared out of one of the fallen dragon. I believe he returned a little bit after you all arrived.
Older gentleman.
Yes, yes. Well, I mean, we all we all are, but yes, he is much older. Yes. He didn't show. He wasn't at dinner though. I think he might still be recording something down in his study.
Well, thank you for your knowledge. I'm going to reunite with the people I arrived with.
Yes, we often don't know who to call friend until it is necessary for us to call upon them.
I leave.
You leave, return to the banquet area. Kaja is behind you at a respectful distance. And you get back to everyone who's just kind of been
Oh, I cover up
hanging
before
out.
I
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's just kind of been hanging out.
Rorik, Zay, Enya, could I discuss something with you three in private?
Yeah.
Should be noted, this is, I
What?
believe, the first time that Kienren has actually used all of your names.
Yep.
I'm
You're
gonna
no
whisper.
longer maker of obvious statements or bison petter
How'd you
or
get a name?
dragon haver.
How do you know my name?
It's been said.
Has it? Maybe it has.
Zay has definitely said it at least once.
Yeah, I
Fair
think
enough.
Zay introduced herself to like everyone, and then got everyone to introduce themselves to her. So Zay for sure knows everyone's name, I think. Which, if you were in earshot of Zay, it means you've heard everyone's names.
We
Pretty
introduced each other on the bison ride here.
Yeah, that we can also say that too. Playing
It happened
20
off screen,
questions.
don't worry about it.
Playing 20
So-
questions, but you only answered what's your name. Let's get to
What's
know
your
each
name?
other. Question
Okay.
1.
What's your name? Triangle. Do you like girls?
So anyway, what would you like to discuss?
I would prefer to discuss this somewhere more private.
Right.
Do you perhaps have spare room? I go back to Kaja. Do you perhaps have a spare room for us to perhaps how late is it, by the way?
It's the moon by now has fully started its journey through the sky.
Do you perhaps have spare rooms for us where
Yeah.
we might stay the night?
Kaja nods, motions to one of the acolytes. The acolytes then show you to 4 adjoining rooms. They have their own doors, and then inside of them are doors that link to each other. So if you
Nice.
wanted to just open up the middle doors, all your rooms would be in a line together.
Perfect. Okay. We go to one of the rooms.
The rooms are fairly Spartan-esque. There's not too much detail in them. There are like blank books for journaling if anyone who was visiting wanted to. And then there's just the beds. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just to, stay the night and leave later.
They steals all the journals.
I need new paper.
More paper.
Wait, can Rory take one of the journals?
Yeah, Rourke can take one of the journals.
I'm gonna take one.
Nice.
I'm just gonna stick it in my pocket. I'm gonna put my focus to Cameron, who has something to discuss.
I believe all things in life are about equal trade, and I feel it is only fair that I am open and honest with you, as I would hope you to be open and honest with me. I'm sure some of you have some questions about my knowledge pertaining to the spirits. Well, I again start unbundling my arm to show the lightning scars. I was granted a vision, lifting up the tunic, by the wolf spirit. Showing violent tragedy befalling my friends, my family, my people. But I was shown a vision of possibly a better alternative future. I'm not entirely sure what the vision meant, what it means, but I am on a journey searching for answers. So if any of you have additional information about spirits, especially the wolf spirit, I kind of look to Rorik because it mention of the southern and northern
Yep.
tribes.
Yep.
If any of you have more information on the wolf spirit or resources that I could use, I would be forever in your debt.
Rorik and Zay, probably Zay due to the orphanage portion, but Rorik because of living in the Northern Water Tribe. Both of you have heard of a lot of different spirits. The wolf spirit's sort of in there, but not too much about the specifics. Just that there is a wolf spirit amongst many others, and there are the like folk tales explaining certain things about different events and like reasons the why waves do this, or like the reason wolves howl at the moon deals with the wolf spirit kind of deal.
Um, I don't know much about the spirit. However, I am also on a journey. And perhaps maybe we could help each other.
What does your journey entail?
I'm trying to look for someone.
I feel I have been as honest and forthcoming as I can be without detailing the visages of the slaughter of my people. So I would appreciate the same candor from you.
Absolutely.
Can I actually guide and comfort?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll with, I believe it's Harmony.
The thing I have +2 in. So it's going to be a modified 11.
Your guiding comfort. Did you do it on 10 plus? If they embrace your guidance and comfort, you may also shift. Okay. So you can either choose to embrace the guidance and comfort. You don't have any conditions, or by now all your fatigue would be gone. You may ask one question. They must answer honestly, or you can shut them down and inflict a condition on them. You shift to balance it. So
Okay.
yeah, it is up to Rorik if you'd rather embrace the guidance or if you'd rather shut down the guidance.
And if I do either, what would happen?
And they hear what the guidance is first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to decide.
I understand that many instances of the journey can be difficult to talk about. However, I find complete open and honesty is better than sticking only one hand into boiling water. it is best to dive in with your whole self than only commit part way.
Okay. I accept. Okay. I'm looking for my brother.
I see.
I
To what
can't.
end?
What do you mean?
Why are you looking for your brother? Is there a reason your brother has gone missing? Does your brother have something you want?
I don't know, but I have to find him nonetheless.
I
I'm
understand.
trying to figure that out. And
The
that's
why
why
is often the most difficult question. Thank you for searching for it.
Cass, what is Rorik's playbook again?
somewhere something.
Weren't you
Uh,
the razor or did you change that?
No, yeah, I changed it. I'm the rogue.
The rogue. Okay. Shift your balance 1 towards friendship.
Friendship.
Aw.
Friendship.
Hey, buddy.
Hey,
Friendship.
where do we? Some shift. Friendship. But if you're willing, we can help each other out.
I see no reason why we shouldn't. The more hands on a situation, the less likely it is to spiral completely out of control. And I'm always open to seeking new perspectives.
All right, then we got ourselves a deal. Rorik is gonna spit in his hand and hold it out to Kianran.
Absolutely not.
Ugh.
No, Kenren says that out loud.
Come on, it's part of the deal making process. You can clean it afterwards.
Is there like a napkin?
No, by now everything you're in, I guess it's bed sheets. You're just in your own rooms.
What do you say?
Kenren takes a bed sheet, wraps it several times around its hand, and shakes Rorik's hand so stiff.
Fine.
While this is happening, with Kienren and Rorik, Zay and Enya, what are you doing?
Uh, well, I was gonna say that during the exchange of spitting in the hand and saying it's a deal, I'm gonna like mumble under my breath. I don't think I've seen deals made that way. Pretty sure you don't spit into your hand to make a deal.
It's our
Maybe
way.
it's a cultural thing.
I guess. Oh, wait, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna turn straight over and be like, yeah.
I just realized Rorik isn't in. I think I pointed this out before. Rorik's not in Water Tribe clothing because of backstory stuff that we'll find out later in life.
Oh, okay.
Background that I will not insert right now.
So there's 2 people in
Can't do this.
like civilian Fire Nation clothing. There's one person in like old Air Nomad clothing, and one person in some weird, just civilian type ish clothing that's sort of a mishmash of things.
Like
so
Air Nomad top, Fire Nation bottom.
oh yeah, that's right.
with-
That's
Essentially, my old Air Nation pants have been repurposed into my arm bandage.
yeah. And so
What am I wearing?
so I don't know what culture you're thinking Rourke is from.
Any culture. All I know is that Rourke's not from like where I met him. So just any culture other than Fire Nation.
Ah, this is how them foreigners do. Zay's race is confirmed.
I've never been outside the country. I don't know.
Zaycist, if you will. Making a shirt for it now.
I'm also going to put it in the notes.
Oh, no.
Jesus. But if that's been handled, you all rest up for the rest of the night, get some good sleep.
Okay. Pop quiz. Is your character Honk Shoe or Honk Me Me Me?
Definitely.
I think mine has learned to be as quiet as possible, so I'm not gonna make a sound. But also, I feel like my character would have the most trouble sleeping.
Ah, so nothing's changed from last campaign. Good, 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 good.
My character talks in his sleep.
You're Honk Me Me Me. Don't even deny.
No, he's not.
Rorik is Honk Me Me Me. Get in the comments. Hashtag Rorik is Honk Me Me Me.
No.
No.
Get it trending on Twitter.
It's going in the notes.
Thank you.
So many months after we recorded it, you're gonna be like, "What is this?"
Don't worry about it.
Great. So I'm just gonna let everyone else write my character for me.
This is the character you've given me. I'm just telling you that you've made a Honk Me Me Me.
I didn't.
You did.
Sure didn't.
Anyway, Zay, are you a honk me or a honk shoe?
A what?
Honk Me 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 or Honk
Shoe.
Shoe.
Is this out loud in the game or is this meta?
This is meta.
Okay. I was like,
It could be both. Who knows?
We're
We
making it
can't
canon
establish
right now.
Honk Shoe, Honk Me 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 discourse in Avatar canon. I can't be responsible for that.
we'll describe the honk meme. Is it just vibes?
Yes,
Honk shoe.
I can see that.
Now the real question: the rooms are set up all next to each other. Who's sleeping in what room? There are 4 rooms.
As far away from Rorik as possible.
No.
Not after that spit nonsense.
Rorik sleeps in the room directly next to Kienren.
Kienren moves.
The two of you give me
No.
the two of you roll your dice.
No, we sleep together, actually.
Roll your two.
Rorik
Never.
sleepwalks and goes directly
Roll your two dice. We went from everyone
Both of
sleeping in a Let me know what number you get. We went from sleeping in a cuddle puddle to sleeping in separate rooms away from each other. In one season.
Am I adding anything?
Nope, just a regular old roll.
Sleep with other people.
11.
Hold on. Oh.
Is it less than 11?
I got a 4.
Okay, so Kienren sets up in one of the rooms that is far off to the side. Rorik gets to the next room, falls asleep, and is asleep for when Kienren moves to the other side. So now there's only one room separating between instead of a possible 2.
I'll take it.
And then I guess Enya and Zay,
Not
where do
after
you
the
end up
spit
sleeping?
thing.
Where do you two end up
Zay-
sleeping?
Zay waits to see like what is the last one open.
Oh.
Day goes
Uh,
between Rorik and Kienren.
I feel like this has been like a hot second since I've slept on a bed. So,
Oh,
I want to sleep on a bed. Because
Well, they
I
all
don't know
have
when I'm gonna
beds.
get this opportunity again.
They all have beds.
I don't know, which one's the comfiest? Which one's the orthopedic or not orthopedic? Which one's the what do they call it?
Tempur-Pedic?
There you go, Tempur-Pedic.
The
Which was the Tempur-Pedic?
one that Rorik is sleeping on would be the most comfortable.
Damn it.
Snuggle buddy.
I don't know if I want to, but at the same time I'm like I don't know about the whole spit thing either.
Oh my gosh, a man does one thing.
Is it possible to like sleep on like this very, very corner of said bed?
curled up so small.
Like a dog at the end of the bed?
Your spine is ruined.
Wait, Morgan, how
I'm
tall?
used to sleeping on ground, okay?
Morgan, how tall is your character?
5'6".
Okay.
How big are these beds?
Standard, like one single, a twin size
know what?
bed.
I am literally going to scrunch myself.
You know what? Rorik wakes up, notices
Don't fucking dare.
Enya curled up, and he gets out of the bed and like gives her the bed. He's gonna sleep on the floor.
No! No!
Open. You don't have to
No,
There's another room.
this is my room. I've chosen this room. But since someone else has also chosen this room, we share. Those are the rules.
This isn't sharing.
We share the room.
Wonderful. Okay.
I also want
Does my
to
room have a
know-
window?
Yes, there is a window, sort of on the wall that is across from the original going out door, not the adjacent door.
I open the window and I whistle for Bison so that I can kiss him goodnight.
You whistle for Bison, and Bison doesn't appear.
Uh-oh.
I climb out the window immediately.
You as you climb out the window, looking around trying to figure out where Bison is, you notice that there's a stable set up for like dragons and sky bison visitors and all that. And most likely Bison's in that and is unable to come fly up to your window because Bison's probably already asleep.
I go down to the stable to give him a kiss goodnight.
Roll
As
to
one
rely on skills and training. Roll with focus.
That's going to be a modified 8.
Okay, you get down there, give Bison a kiss goodnight, and then realize you don't remember which window you climbed out of. You don't know how to get back into the Fire Sage Temple. The doors are all locked and such. You're
You know what? I snuggle up with Bison. This is okay.
all right. Night goes on. Everyone sleeps peacefully in their situations. And then you all wake up.
Kienren is missing. Everyone panics.
Enya, number one, Enya, you wake up. You wake up first out of habit, but you are in a very soft bed. You realize that you're not curled up. You're with the pillow behind you and everything. And on the floor is Rorik. And in the next room, you can hear softly snoring is Zay.
going Hongshu.
Going Hongshu. But yeah, you wake up and as you're getting up and going to each room to make sure everyone's there, Kienren's missing.
You see their window. You see her window open.
That crazy. Seem. I don't even finish that phrase. Okay. Anyway, I go poke my head out the window.
So
Good.
you poke your head out the window, and you just see the ocean view. It looks wonderful. There's a great sunrise coming up, making the sky all purple and pink and all that. Looking over, you can see the stables, sort of the stable set area thing. Still no sign of Kienren. As you like shift around, making a little bit more noise, I'd say probably Zay at this point you wake up because you're used to waking up at a noise in your room because hey, someone could be taking your stuff.
I was thinking you were gonna say like the children running around.
Oh, that
and,
too, yeah.
Someone taking my stuff there.
Um,
So do I get up and wander?
Up to you. You're awake now. You're awake now though.
I think Zay wanders and finds Enya.
You go into the next room. There's Enya poking her head out the window.
What's going on?
I got up. I tried to explain what happened. I got up this morning, explained the whole thing. Even with I was curled up at the end of the bed, and then apparently now I have a pillow that I was sleeping on, and Rorik was on the floor, and then ramble on to talk about how I walked in and found that Kienren's missing, and I can't find them or find her.
Oh shoot! Oh. So
At this moment, Kienren emerges from the stable with hay all over.
Ah, there we go.
Oh.
Do I see them in the window?
Yeah, as you're waking up, yawning, stretching, you see two heads poked out of the window from where you left.
Running start, take my glider, and go straight up into the window.
Okay.
Thank you. I couldn't find the room last night.
Rorik, by now you're awake with all the commotion.
Right. Is there a different window?
Yeah, there's each room has its own window.
Can I go to the roof?
Is there roof access?
Roll.
By climbing out the window.
Yeah, I got roll to I'll say rely on skills and training.
And that's with
Focus.
focus. I got a beautiful 6.
You begin to start climbing, but it's the morning. You haven't had breakfast yet. You're still kind of tired. You slept on a floor. And you just sort of immediately slip as you start to put a foot out, and you just are lying back down on the ground on the floor, not the ground, but the floor of the room. So
Do we see this happen?
You hear the sound.
Thud.
Yeah, you hear the thud.
I want to go
Rorik-
over. I want to go
Rorik
over.
pretends to be asleep still.
You see Rorik, Enya, Zay, and Kienren. You turn. You see Rorik still asleep, but there's one foot slightly on the window.
I want to go poke Rorik's face.
Yeah, so Rorik, you feel someone poking your face.
Trying to play it off as I'm just waking up. Stop. What's going on?
Is
Can
that normal for you?
What?
Is that normal for you to
To sleep with one leg out a window? Absolutely.
can I roll to see if this is bullshit?
Is there an insight check?
There's not an insight. Well, hold on. Let me double check.
Assess the
something.
situation, Josh. Can we assess the
Can
situation?
we assess the Rourke is full of shit.
No. No.
You can. Oh no, your principles are friendship and survival. I can't have them call you out. I mean, technically speaking, you don't have to. One of you fully saw Rorik when you woke up and knows that this is a new position.
I want to get down and
No.
I want to get down towards Rorik where nobody else can really hear. And I want to whisper towards him and say, you know, you need to get a little bit better at lying. This is not that convincing.
It's such a
Good
threat.
try though. Good try though. And I pat him on the back and then get up and then start going to like I don't know if we discussed this or not, but Enya binds herself to make her look more like a guy to hide based on the backstory that I will not insert here. So I'm going to skiddly dat to what a bathroom would be to try and fix what I would assume is my binding that is like kind of shifted in the middle of the night without anybody necessarily noticing.
Not binding through the night. Unsafe. Don't do that.
No.
Trans viewers, don't. Don't do it.
Lessons with Oz.
Do not bind yourself throughout the night. Make sure you only wear your binder for up to 8 hours at a time. Do not use improper binding materials. You could really mess up your ribs and your breathing. Don't do it. You could really hurt yourself.
This has been Lessons with Oz, sponsored by viewers like you. And the MacArthur Foundation.
After viewers like you.
Yeah, it's always viewers like you, and then the grant from the MacArthur Foundation. That's how PBS does it. That's how we do it.
We are absolutely not sponsored by the MacArthur Foundation.
MacArthur Foundation, sponsor us.
Hey, I'll take that. MacArthur
Yeah, can we get a
money.
grant? Can we get a grant? A grant for whatever this is. It's educational.
So anyway, Rorik is on the floor.
Yeah.
I get off the floor.
All right. You're up off the floor. I'm gonna say this is when Enya's disappeared at this point to do her thing. So.
Cool.
Sick.
So
So Cameron, why were you outside?
Bison has been my only companion for the past 2 years. I get slightly anxious when I'm separated from him, and I know he gets slightly anxious separated from me, even though he doesn't always show it. And for the past multiple years, I have given him a kiss goodnight every single night, and I did not want tonight to be the break of tradition.
That's so cute. I'm gonna cry.
Your tears are unnecessary. They do not solve the problem. Ignore me. Kienren just like kind of like turns away, like hides, like.
Rorik just pats them on the shoulder.
Which hand?
The non-spit hand.
Kienren's still tense, but like accepts it.
And then
It's very much a tolerate versus a this is a comfort for me.
pat. Okay, let's go like eat or something.
Should we not wait for Enya?
Enya will catch up.
As Rourke opens the door, Enya is about to re-enter.
I'm like doing the one like I'm about to go through the door of like okay.
Hey yo.
Let's go.
You all head back to that meeting dining area thing. And they've got some breakfast stuff going on. Yet again, meat, not fireflies, but like some sort of cereal grain deal, fruit, and like
Brought to you
some
by whole grain fireflakes.
fresh caught fish, things like that. There,
For breakfast.
people
Yeah.
have fish for breakfast. There are breakfast
Disgusting.
fish.
I'm kink shaming all of
fish.
you.
I don't.
Breakfast fish. There are some eggs.
I just know it's a thing.
Kink shaming every single one of you.
Kink shaming is my kink.
I'm kink shaming everyone except Cass.
So yeah, you all eat your nice meal. Is did you want to discuss about any about what your plans are from here, or
I want to bring up the fact that Rorik was going out the window again.
Were
I
you
want
trying to escape?
No, I was not trying to escape. In fact, I was trying to look out.
for
Or what?
what?
With your foot first?
I was trying to get to the roof. May have slipped. No big deal. Let's not talk about it anymore. How about that weather we're having?
Why were you attempting to get to the roof to look out?
Just trying to see the view.
Is somebody following you?
The view. So the weather we're having. I think we should all like go for a walk later.
I feel like we're not going to get anywhere with this conversation, but we're going to put a pin in that and then come back to that because I feel like that's important. So what can we do here? What exactly? What are we going to do here with the whole thingamabob with the wolf spirit and whatnot?
I've been told by the leader's name is Kajo.
Kaja?
Kaja. And Kaio is who I've been told. Ko, sorry.
Yeah, KO.
I've been told by Kaja that I might find more information from the sage named Ko. You are welcome to join me if you wish, or you may explore whatever it is Rorik is, I'll say it, blatantly trying to hide.
We'll go with you. At least I'll go with you. I did say we were going to help each other.
And I'm very open to helping you. It would simply be easier if I had the full story. Let's go talk to Ko.
You find KO at the stables. It appears that KO also sleeps in the stables. Was hanging out with the dragons. Just you didn't notice him because you were just focused on Bison.
Yeah, that tracks.
You see him there, just with a nice like purple dragon. And he's feeding it. Yes. This. It's another great morning, isn't it? Yes.
Ko.
Mm-hmm. Hello. I recognize you. How are you, my friends?
We've had our rest and food.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm not one for unnecessary decorum. I do not know why you were dodging my questions yesterday in particular. Regardless, I have been told by Kaja that you are the person to speak to about spiritual matters.
Yes. If you need to know anything about the Fire Nation spirits, then I am the one who has studied them the longest.
specifically Fire Nation spirits?
Yes, I mean, this is the Fire Nation. We are fire sages. Yes.
So, how much do you know of the wolf spirit?
Wolf spirit. Personally, I don't have much experience with the wolf spirit, but my father, did run into the wolf spirit a long, long time ago.
KO is like super old, right?
Yeah,
His dad's dead.
yeah.
Okay. I assume you have some sort of account of your father's encounter with the wolf spirit?
Why, yes, yes. My father was, out tending some fields, when a sudden thunderstorm, struck, and before he could get inside, this was back when I was very young. Before he could get back inside, lightning struck the ground in front of him. Fire surrounded him. My father wasn't a bender, and he almost died, but a kindly wolf made of stars, I guess, took pity on him and kept him protected, while the fire raged, until we were able to put it out.
The pity kind of like strikes a nerve in Kienren. Interesting.
Yes, spirits do
The
work
wolf
in
acts out of
interesting.
pity.
I don't know if it was pity, but my father said that from that day he knew that he had a mission to go forth, and he disappeared after that.
He never said what the mission was.
Something about the wolf spirit spoke of some danger and dark spirits.
Dark spirits are the cause of the danger.
Possibly, but I believe that not all spirits can neither be dark nor light. They are just spirits.
I was of the same persuasion, but I'm not one to deny new perspectives. Thank you very much for your insight.
Of course. Oh, I did hear something. There's an if you head to the capital city, in Harya Balkan, I believe there's a delegation of air nomads there, and one of them is one of the spiritual leaders of the Western Air Temple.
Oh my god, I forgot what air temple I'm from. Wasn't I Northern?
Yeah, I think you're the Northern Air Temple. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Okay. Would anyone in the Western Air Temple recognize me?
There was a lot of traveling between, because nomad culture. Um,
I more so mean recognize me from incident in my past that I will not be bringing up at this time.
um, no one from the Western Air Temple would recognize you.
Great. Thank you very much. I'm not sure if my compatriots have questions for you, but I would request that you answer them with the same level of respect that you have answered mine.
Yes, of course, of course. Turns to the three of you who have followed Genrin.
Nothing for me, sir.
Do the spirits ever come out of dragons?
Oh, yes. Whenever a great animal dies, a spirit does appear. Either the spirit of the animal or some spirit that was friends with the animal.
What happens to them?
Oh, well, usually they stick around until they've asserted their vengeance or gotten justice for what they think is a wrongdoing or finished whatever business the animal had in life.
How do you know the intentions of spirits? How do you even study that?
Why, can feel the vibrations of the world around you if you get attuned with it. Those of us who have taken trips to the spirit world are a bit more attuned. Yes, it's very hard to tell the intentions of spirits at times, but some of them are more straightforward than others.
How do
When
you
he says, sorry,
go
go
ahead?
ahead.
Oh,
When
no.
he says spirit journeys to the spirit world, Kinren whips back around to attention.
What if the spirits were here? Could you still attune to them to understand them?
Why, yes, I mean, it'd be a bit harder to do, but you can still, attune to their, intentions and such. For example, when a forest is being cut down and a spirit appears, it's pretty obvious that it is there to protect the forest.
So guessing.
No, it's very strict studying of spirits and their intentions.
So you don't know any much better than we do.
I mean, the spirit's definitely not there to continue the destruction of the forest, that's for sure.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you said people have taken journeys to the spirit world here. They know how to do that?
Yes, it's a very advanced and difficult technique, but yes, there are those who have taken journeys to the spirit world, myself
How?
included. Well, after suffering great tragedy, both in the sense of a personal nature and emotional nature, when one looks deep within themselves, they sometimes find that when they lift their head to look back out, that they are no longer in this world, but rather in the spirit world.
So I must suffer great tragedy and then look within.
I mean, nobody wants to suffer great personal tragedy or journey to the spirit world. It's just kind of something that happens on accident. There are a handful of spirits like Tui and La and uh, Wong, Wong Shitong that have traveled to our world instead that you could talk to, and they could also possibly give you rides back to the spirit world. That's a bit more complicated. But yeah, not most people find themselves in the spirit world by accident.
I understand. However, there's a feeling deep within me, I'm sure similar to what your father felt, that is telling me that the spirit world has the answer for me.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. Spirit world is not a easy path traverse.
I understand, but I understand that the wolf spirit traverses there quite frequently. I understand that the wolf spirit does visit this world, but I know that the wolf spirit traverses the spirit world, and perhaps there are other answers there. Something inside me just knows that answers lie in the spirit world. And if that cost me a great personal tragedy to prevent the tragedy of a nation, so be it.
Everyone's journey is their own, I suppose.
Kenren's a little shaken up and kind of just, again, no proper end to the conversation, just kind of starts walking away.
Was there anything else I could do?
No.
Ah, all right. He gives the three of you like a look over. Just remember, sometimes the path you think you're on, not in fact the path that you walk. And he goes back to his dragon.
What?
You know, these sages, these people, they say a lot of things. So
I don't.
I'm, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Kianren, are you okay?
I'm not entirely certain. I'm certainly not looking forward to the great personal tragedy, but if it saves my home and my people, it's the most obvious solution in the world. I do not mean to martyr myself for a cause, but if I am marked by the wolf as a bargaining chip with fate, then a bargaining chip I will be.
Well, just know that we got your back, regardless of the outcome.
I appreciate that. Please don't spit in your hand.
It's only for deals.
I
Mumble,
don't know anything anymore about your hygienic practices. So forgive me for being hesitant.
It's all good. Don't worry. I washed my spit hand.
Thank you for your reassurance, Rorik.
You betcha.
Kenren is about to vomit.
So where do we go from here then? If we need to go to the spirit world.
yeah.
Well, according to Ko, there is an envoy of diplomats from the Western Air Temple
Mhm.
who hopefully have not heard of the reputation I left at the Northern Temple.
Ooh, you
Rip.
troublemaker?
Shame.
Hey,
I-
Josh.
Yeah, what's up?
Question. Where would perhaps
Want to
I'm
try that one again?
I'm trying to ask a question without revealing too much.
Whenever I want to do that, I just private message Josh.
Okay.
You
Go
live in
ahead,
the same
continue.
house. Just go whisper in his ear.
Yes, but I also don't want to ruin. Just interrupt the. Never mind. Just keep going in your conversation.
Someone's gonna have secrets off stream. Anyhow, there is an. I wouldn't say so much a troublemaker as I perhaps did not depart on the best of terms, or with the least amount of property damage. In any case,
Oh, you vandalized.
vandalize is perhaps too weak a word for what I did.
Oh,
But this is perhaps a story for the road. There is in the capital city of Haiban. Josh?
Hari Bolkin.
Hari Bolkin. I don't know why I thought Haiban. In the capital city of Hari Bolkin, there is an envoy of air nomads who hopefully do not know my reputation and could perhaps help. And perhaps in the capital city we can find answers about your brother. There is much foot traffic, much commerce.
Perhaps.
I know not your journeys, Enya and Zay, but perhaps the next step also lies in Hari Bolkin. Hari Bolkin.
I'm just making weird mouth movements
Oh,
right
sick.
now.
Incredible.
Ugh. I'm gonna do like one of those like high pitched like mumbling things of like very hard to understand, but if you're I don't know. But I'm basically gonna say the journey's really in the capital, but I'm gonna go this way, I guess, because I have nothing else to do.
Well, if you have some past in the capital, perhaps a return to form is the next step of your journey.
I don't know about that, but okay.
Well, no one knows anything really. Let's go.
And as you take off on Bison towards the capital, we cut from there, zooming farther south amongst the clouds, where we see swimming on its back a little penguin otter, just kind of like doing lazy backstrokes, and then sort of sitting up in the water, diving down, grabbing a fish, coming back up, and just kind of back onto its back, enjoying it as like a little snack as it just kind of does lazy backstrokes again. And then we fade out, and that is where we will be ending this session of Avatar Legends: Legacy of Heroes, the Roku era. Oz, take us out.
Leave a like, comment down below. Remember, hashtag Zasis.
In a very unheavy Zay episode, Zay somehow gets the hashtag.
Oops. Zaysist and oh god, what was it about Rorik?
Nothing. There was nothing.
Something was up with Rorik.
Nothing at all.
Morgan, what's in the notes?
We can forget.
Damn it, what was it? Hold on. Oh, Rorik is a honk me me me.
Yes. Hashtag Rorik is honk me me me.
He's not.
He is. Comment down below, hashtag Zasis, hashtag Rorik is honk me me me, and tell us if you're honk me 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 or honk shoe.
Hello.
Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this, hit the bell to get notifications, and thank you for joining us on another episode of Avatar Legends: Legacy of Heroes, Arc 2.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense, but like, I don't know why your geese are mad at me. Did they hear it through the goose vine?
And we need to go over anything? Anyone want changes to pronouns, names of their own? Anything like
I
that?
don't use pronouns anymore.
No pronouns? Okay, so Cass, and then in the parentheses I'll just put Cass/Cass.
Cass self.
I use the pronouns.
They, them, but like French.
No.
We cut to I want to be in the beginning, middle, or end of this episode.
Pardon?
I thought you said you figured it out.
I know, I thought I did too.
What do you mean, do we want to be in the end of the episode?
That's an 8. I don't know what that means to me. Where do we want to put Scoot in this session? Beginning, middle, or end?
Dude!
Yeah, friends, I don't know if this was mentioned last session to the audience that will eventually be watching this. Scoot is the penguin otter that is going to be our
He's
little
above me
friend.
right now. On my overlay, he's above me.
Yay! Hi, Scoot.
I figured out where to put him.
I'll probably upload Scoot to Redbubble if anyone wants.
Yes!
Merch!
Merch.
Along with the shirt that says my background, which I will not input here.
I'll work on that.
Yes.
I like how we have no merch for season 1. And we just have merch for season 2
We have
on.
so much merch for season 1.
It's called Growth.
Oh yeah, there's
You gotta get
salads. That's right,
pictures.
salads.
And Uno.
Have you heard of
And
unions?
Unions.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe season 1 has no merch.
So much merch.
All right, but yeah, where do we want to put Scoot in this session? beginning, middle, or end?
At the end.
At the end? Okay. We'll catch up with Scoot at the end of this. That's appropriate.
Unless there's like a really dramatic, tense moment in the
And
middle,
then just
then cut to Scoot, then cut back.
All right. Well, originally Scoot was in the middle, then at the beginning, and now Scoot possibly at the end. Here we go.
Yeah, that works. For legal reasons, Cass lives in Illinois.
For legal reasons, we all live in Sweden,
Fair enough.
and Norway. We're in different spots of Sweden and Norway. Constantly moving.
Norway.
yeah.
Oh, hey, I have a fun audio bit you can include in the episode.
Okay.
So last night, Cass and I were on a call, and I had Cass open their Microsoft Word. And it took me a few minutes to realize, hey, why are all of Cass's settings in French? Every little like label was in French. Cancel was annular. Everything was in the French language. Cass also doesn't know why Cass's word was in the French language. And I think based on little episode 2 blooper.
Oz, have you used that song before? Is it just both called Chariots of Fire?
I don't know, dude. I've never used it.
You know that little speed up thing I do at the beginning when there's just the music of whatever's happening?
Yeah.
I've been
It's gonna catch the little.
Yeah, it's gonna catch Cass lighting up.
Way to go, Cass.
My bad.
They're gonna know.
We're gonna know.
How are they gonna know?
How would they know?
How would they know?
I don't know.
No.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, okay, that's
Trying
only
to
slightly
read
less.
it more.
You still see the.
Does anyone need any sort of?
I think we might know why.
No.
That blooper's not gonna make it into the series, so.
No.
I didn't even know. I didn't even. I don't
How
know
do you not remember changing your mic? We tried. Changing the language settings is so hard.
I got it to go back.
Changing the language settings is difficult. I don't know how you did it and don't remember.
It was high.
Shocking.
Well,
I was trying to write my play, and there was French in it.
I guess what I can do is take the one from last session, not put it in that one, but put it in this one, as Oz says, blooper from last session, and put like sepia over it or something.
Yes, please.
It's just Cass
Give us production
accidentally
value.
lighting up,
No.
fully forgetting that we were recording. Also, I didn't tell anyone.